It's why is it that our mothers never had postpartum depression?
They had.
I told you they did.
Worse, but there was
no talk about
no, but yes. In fact,
Hello and welcome to another episode of Sim and Say, where the kitchen stays hot and the conversations even hotter. My name is Ateno and I'm joined by amazing co-hosts.
I am Esther.
And as usual, Rachel. So today we are handling a very hot topic, which is toxic positivity. That's right, we are handling toxic positivity. You know that just good vibes only, smile all through, just hanging there, that leaves you feeling worse, not better. Let's simmer on the truth, not just the smiles.
I'm going to share some key statistics on toxic positivity, emotional suppression, and mental health. A study published in the Journal of Psychosomatic Research found that people who habitually suppress emotions are 30% more likely to have higher stress levels and weaker immune systems. So that is on emotional suppression, on why emotional suppression is harmful. And then secondly, social media and fake positivity. According to a 2023 American Psychological Association report, 62% of young adults feel pressure to appear positive and happy on social media, even when they are struggling. I can relate.
Yeah.
The third one is on mental health and pretending. A Minds UK study revealed that 42% of people admitted to saying "I'm fine" when they were actually experiencing poor mental health. And then the fourth one is workplace toxic positivity. Gallup's 2022 Global Emotions Report found that 1 in 4 employees globally felt discouraged from expressing negative emotions at work, leading to burnout and disconnection. The final one is moms and positive pressure. A Want to Expect survey found that 7 in 10 moms feel pressured to be the happy, grateful mom all the time, even when overwhelmed, exhausted, or depressed.
Hey,
Rachel.
hey, this is crazy because now you see the social media.
Yeah.
Why every time we are reading a statistic, it has to narrow down to against social media. Should we close down?
Social media has become like a very big part of our lives right now.
I feel it's taking us down the grave silently.
Perhaps.
Yeah, because
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, can you read again where we are talking about the social media?
Social media and fake positivity. According to a 2023 American Psychological Association report, 62% of young adults feel pressure to appear positive and happy on social media, even when they're struggling.
You see, they say they will only show you what they want you to see.
Yeah.
And clearly, I wouldn't want you to see me in my vulnerable state.
Yeah.
So this is it. So the problem is you are going to want to live the way I live because you saw me on my Facebook page
Looking all happy. Yeah.
But you don't know, after that camera I go back and start crying in that space of mine. So I think people should just learn to live life and learn to ask for help.
And learn to ask for help
when you're in need of help.
Yeah.
I know we've lost a lot of lives in the event that people fear, what would you say if I come for you for help?
For help,
Or if I open up. And betrayal is also another thing. I open up and then you go and tell my friend, another friend, that I didn't want.
People will say, hey, do you know how she's is struggling?
It's struggling. Like, yes, I know I'm struggling, but if I wanted you to know, I could have come. I could have gone directly to that other friend, not you. I think we really need to extend grace to one another. And there is also one about workplace.
There's one about workplace. It says Gallup's 2022 Global Emotions Report found that 1 in 4 employees globally felt discouraged from expressing negative emotions at work, leading to burnout and disconnection. Hakuna kucomplain kazini.
Yeah, because everybody's competing.
Yeah, people are competing.
Everyone
wants to look like they're in their best.
In their best space. They are happy with work environment. They are happy with everything in that space.
Yeah.
Even if you are not so happy.
Even if you're falling apart.
Yeah. I was also told, you see, you just learn to open up.
Yeah.
You've been longing for that salary increment. Imagine your boss is not aware.
Yeah.
You want it. You have to talk.
But your boss knows that you need it.
But you portraying positivity, vibes.
Yeah.
So you're okay. You are in the right space. Why do you expect him to know that you need salary advance? You've not talk about it.
Yeah, true.
You see, to him is to all through every day, every night, he's thinking about how to maximize profit and minimize expenses. So you are an expense.
Yeah, exactly.
As much as you are a resource.
Yeah.
So the moment he will think of salary increment, that is now is out of touch with the vision of the company, which is growth.
Right.
I know growth is you taking care of your resource, which is human resource, yes, but they would think on ways of making you happy, but still not using much resource on you, but you still delivering to your optimum things that are just parallel. Yeah.
I think I'm also very intrigued by the one on moms and positive pressure. A What to Expect survey found that 7 in 10 moms feel pressure to be happy, grateful mom all the time, even when overwhelmed, exhausted, or depressed.
So I think behind closed doors, these women are tearing apart.
Yeah.
I think when left with these children, they're not even good moms.
Yeah, because their mental health is in the place.
Is in the place. And they're also not asking for help.
Or sometimes some moms just want to be, the super mom. You're ensuring that everyone is fine, the kids are okay. There's no time for you to fall apart, to break down and cry.
Exactly. Yeah. And when you cry, you're very weak. And you also don't want your child to see you crying in the first place. Yeah, there is a lot.
It's a lot.
There is a lot. We can't blame moms, but when you're going through something, just be vulnerable for that moment until you heal. And then now you come back when you're a very good mom to your child.
True.
Yeah.
A sane mom is a good mom.
Do they know? No.
We're making banana cake today. We'll need some flour, some bicarbonate of soda, some cinnamon, vanilla essence. This is melted butter, some eggs, some sugar, and just a pinch of salt.
Is it okay to use salted butter? Or unsalted?
Yes, you can. If your butter is unsalted, you can use just a pinch. It's just a pinch to balance the limit. Like you won't even taste the salt.
Okay.
Yes. And for this one, we are not listening to our ancestors. This one, I will give you the exact measurements.
I wanted to ask salted caramel when I'm not having it.
That's a very good disclaimer, Esther, because
they know us by
with listening to ancestors. So we'll start with flour. You'll need two cups. This is a measuring cup. And we normally sieve our flour. We are told it incorporates what? Air into the unga.
If you felt it, or if you
sieve it,
or if you don't sieve it.
If you sieve it, it incorporates. Ni maneno ya home science.
Tuliachia form 2.
Tuliendelea nayo, so I'm still so it should be not heaped. Like level, yes.
So 2 cups.
2 cups. Measuring cups. Si kikombe ya uji. Ama ya chai.
Talk to me directly.
You might decide to take like a whole mini cup. 1 liter cup alafu useme but you said 2 cups. So you sieve your flour. So we start with the dry ingredients. Oh, and of course banana is part of our, is the main ingredient,
The star of the moment.
of the moment. So for the banana, we'll mash the banana. So you will peel and then you mash just with a fork.
Can you help, right?
Yes, please. We'll start with our dry ingredients. So we have our flour, then a teaspoon, Rachel, no ancestors,
Wow.
a teaspoon of cinnamon powder, another teaspoon of bicarbonate. The bicarbonate shouldn't be heaped, so just level like that. Then a pinch, just a tiny pinch of salt.
Why a pinch of salt?
The salt is normally just for taste. And then sugar, 5.5 tablespoons or 6. You can adjust this according to your taste. If you love too much sugar, you can do 6. Because remember, your banana already is sweet, so you don't need it to be too sweet. And then the dry ingredients, we're done with the dry ingredients, we go to the wet ingredients. We'll need eggs. So you can break your egg. I was told to break 1 egg at a time. Like isikorande. So the egg, the other egg, another thing is the vanilla essence. If you have a measuring spoon, you can do a teaspoon of vanilla essence. Had earlier forgotten to mention mala. We use mala for this. So for mala, a 1/4 cup, measuring cup as well, 1/4 cup of mala.
Can you use sweetened mala?
You can, if you want to use sweetened mala, you can use sweetened mala.
I might make the cake too sugary.
Remember, you already have sugar, you already have bananas, so
Okay.
I think it's safer to use the natural one. Then this is melted butter, 1/2 cup. You can substitute the melted butter with cooking oil, just kawaida cooking oil. You'll still get the same results. And finally now, we add our banana. This recipe is simple. Doesn't need a lot of ingredients, very simple ingredients, and also simple to make, and then mix. And for baking time, we've preheated our oven to 130 degrees. We'll bake it for 1 hour. So make sure your oven is open, both at the top and bottom. It's heating from both the top and bottom. You just mix it nicely. I love making this, using this recipe, because even if you're tired, you can just mix and throw it in the oven. It does not have any other things. You let it sit amanini.
It's simple.
It's simple. No hassle. So just mix nicely till all your unga is mixed in nicely. Now it's ready. See, it's nicely mixed. Next step is now to line our baking tin. This is our baking tin. We're going to line it with some margarine. Now this is our mixture ready to be baked. So we'll bake it in the oven for 130 degrees for 1 hour. The oven, which is already preheated, like that, will be 1 hour. Then our temperature 130. Then our oven should be on. So just reconfirm your oven is on. Just confirm. This is up and down.
Some amazing stories that we got online. So the first one is church face. So growing up, Sunday were sacred. You dress nice, you smile big, and never let on if something was wrong. Even if your home life was full in chaos, or you would cry yourself to sleep that night before, but in church you had to wear the God is good all the time face. I remember once I tried to talk to a church auntie about how low I was feeling, and she said, just pray harder. God doesn't give us more than what we can handle. That was the day I learned not to be honest in church. Why does religion sometimes just discourage emotional honesty?
Because you're supposed to be hopeful that things will be better.
Things will be
better.
You're
going through shit, yeah.
Yeah, but you see, things will be better, yes. Things will be better. We are not saying no, things will be better, and we believe God will make things better.
Yeah.
But the same people you're not feeling so safe talking to. I think church should be the safest place to actually open up. So if I cannot open up, if I cannot, okay, God is good and I'm okay, but I'm not okay today. So this is what I'm going through, auntie. This is what I'm going through, pastor. Right. So even God himself said, self-help, then God would come in. You must make an effort. So can you make an effort of opening up and asking for help? Even in church.
In church,
Yeah.
I think in the past, even now, churches do not take the issue of mental health seriously. In fact, if things are not happening right in your life, they'll tell you it's the devil.
Yeah, exactly. We always blame devil. All the time.
Like it's the devil.
It's
when,
the devil.
when someone is really actually really struggling. So I think that's what's going on.
But why are we not taught that you pray for healing, and at the same time you accept like, for now I'm getting hurt. For now I'm not feeling well. For now. But yes, I am praying for her. I'm praying for. Like you believing in healing and you're also admitting you're actually hurting.
Yeah, I think it's a big challenge. There's this Nigerian singer who passed on, who was unalived by the husband, who was a pastor.
I saw the story.
I
think the husband was arrested.
Sinachi.
Something like that.
Yes, the very talented lady.
Yeah.
So the husband used to abuse her, na akienda kwa church, pastor namwambia, everyone takes the pastor's side, and people think that she's just crazy, anamwekelea, or it's not a serious issue. Yeah. So I don't know if it has something to do with Africanism, or it's just Africanism and religion. People don't take the issue of mental health seriously.
Well, that takes us back. So there is religion, there is spirituality.
Yeah.
Then there is also Africanism.
Yeah.
Which one is worse?
They're almost playing at the same level.
These guys are brothers and sisters.
They're brothers and sisters, yeah.
Oh,
But I
wow.
think religion is worse because there's a lot of indoctrination that shapes the way people behave. Yeah.
And people, yeah.
Yeah.
So you see, up to recently, that's when we've started seeing churches coming up with departments of mental health. Recently,
Yeah.
when we were growing up, on Sunday it's Sunday best, and then you go to church, and then you are a very happy person.
You're bubbly and all
you're
that,
bubbly,
yeah.
and nobody expects you to be sad
To be
in
sad.
church.
Because why are you sad
Why are
in
you
the church
sad?
of God?
Why are you sad? Who do you think you are? You can't be sad.
Yeah.
So God is good all the time, face.
Yeah.
That's what they want. I
That's
think
what they
we
want.
should change. We
Yeah.
should look after our brothers and sisters. We should ask, how are you? And we also learn to open up. Say, I don't think I'm going through this, this, and this. Because church, that's where we find community.
Yeah.
That's where it should be your safest place.
Yeah.
But now, when I'm going to a church that I'm afraid if I open up to Sister Atieno, then the next day I'll get my story being discussed somewhere else, which is very sad. Yeah.
But I think things are slowly changing. Maybe we need to advocate more for issues of mental health to be taken seriously in all spaces, right?
Yeah.
Positive vibes only at work. At my old job, our manager had this good vibes only mantra. She even put it on mugs and posters. It was all about being upbeat no matter what. When a colleague's mom passed away and she tried to open up, the manager told her, let's not bring heavy energy into the office.
What?
Let's not bring heavy energy into the office. Take the day if you need it, but come back ready to smile. Like grief had a deadline. It made all of us feel like robots, like we had to switch off our humanity just to keep our jobs. Have you ever felt punished for being human at work?
Oh, that's being rude.
What's the cost of fake positivity in professional spaces?
I know this story is draining my energy.
It's draining your energy.
Hey, yeah, I didn't want to go through it again.
Yeah. It says,
No, especially that part of when a colleague's mom passed away and she tried to open up, then the manager told her, let's not bring heavy energy into
the office. Yeah.
Take the day. What is wrong with you just telling me to take the day off? Why are you adding the heavy energy? And I hope it was not said in front of everyone. But it was in front of everyone because everybody was feeling like a robot now.
Yeah, exactly. And the only reason you're getting a day off is because you're bringing bad energy into the office.
Workplace. And I'm relieved.
And you believe you've just lost your mom, and you still have to pay your bills. I think that is so.
And you know, there are workplaces that we don't have the compassionate leave.
Really?
Yes. Especially these startups. Most of them do not have compassionate leave.
I think every workplace should have
A compassionate leave.
Yeah. Because if something...
How do you expect me to operate at optimum when I'm grieving? When
you bury your mom on Sunday,
and then you come back home.
On Monday, you are
at work. And don't bring heavy energy.
And don't bring heavy energy.
Yeah. I think and you see, take a day off. It's not like leave.
Take a day off.
No, it's leave. It's your annual leave you're eating into.
Yeah. I think that's so cruel.
Yeah, I think that's very cruel.
Yeah.
And
what's the cost of fake positivity in the professional?
Yeah, because now you can't even face your boss and say, this is not working for me. I don't feel like it was okay for you to say that in front of people, and also to let me know.
Yeah.
First of all, we are also very frustrated and desperate in that you cannot leave your job because of that.
Yeah.
So you will go home and start asking yourself question and start nilipeleka mood mbaya job or
yeah.
something. You will not give yourself grace
It
all.
almost feels like you're being guilt tripped for losing
your parents.
Yeah.
Which is very sad.
Yeah.
I don't think that is advisable.
Yeah.
I also don't advocate for that. Yeah. I think we should always advocate for workspaces that also take care of our mental health
needs.
Yeah. And that's why there is most organizations, they have social welfare
departments. Yeah. So that people are able to support each other with structure, within some structure. And when a lot of people say that we are a family at a workplace, do they ever mean it?
No, you don't have your family there. Those are your workplace. You have your work bestie.
Yeah.
If that friendship grew outside job, then that's well and good.
Yeah.
But don't bury your head in the sand and start discussing your personal issues to your work at work.
Yeah.
And then now everybody, you walk past people and the people start imagining your life. People start, you giving people ideas in their head. No.
We are not family. You're not family at work. Yeah. Do your job and go home.
Transactional.
Yeah, transactional.
It's transactional. Yeah. And now the third story, the happy mom lie. After I had my baby, everyone kept saying, "Oh, aren't you just so in love?" I wasn't. I was scared, confused, exhausted, felt like a failure every day. But I smiled, posted cute photos, and I said all the right things. Because the moment I even hinted at struggling, people would say things like, "You should be grateful. Some people can't even have kids." That shut me up real quick. I started pretending I was thriving just to avoid judgment. Newborn moms are going through a lot.
Yeah, and they need all the support.
But this is tricky. After I had my baby, everyone kept saying, "How? Aren't you just so in love?" But you're supposed to be so in love.
Yeah.
This is your baby.
Yeah. But you're also allowed to be tired from caring for a newborn. Yeah.
Okay. Then I was scared, confused, exhausted, and felt like a failure every day. But I smiled, posted photos. Oh, so she's also lying to herself.
Yeah. After she was told
that she's just too in love.
Yeah.
You should be grateful. The word that captures my mind is you should be grateful. Some people can't even have kids.
So should I die because I had a kid?
Oh, you're not supposed to complain.
Yeah. They're telling her that she's not supposed to complain because there are people who are looking for children and they can't have kids.
We are extending grace to people who are looking for kids and they can't have. But at this moment, this is what I'm going through.
Exactly.
And I need help.
I need support.
I need help. I need support. But you also all the time, you're trying to bring people down because of such kind of phrases. We are all aware that people are going through a lot, but this is my moment and I'm grateful in it. But at the same time, I'm overwhelmed and I need help.
I'm struggling and I need help. You know, when you have a new baby, people are constantly asking you, how is the baby? Is he?
Why are you starting? Why are you starting when you just have a new baby? Can you start when you're carrying that baby? How many days? How many months? Like, why are you concerned about when I'm delivering? Why?
People actually start asking you about the baby is still in your tummy.
This baby is in your tummy.
Yeah, and then
you are so tired. You don't want to discuss anything about it. First of all, you start counting the number of days. When to delivery date, when maybe it's just 3 months. So you yourself are very tired because you counted and you're now very tired counting. But they keep on asking you. You're the same person who asked me when I'm delivering and I explain. We meet again tomorrow, you still ask me.
They still ask you.
Already I'm exhausted at this point.
They can't wait to see the baby, and then now the baby comes and then everyone is constantly asking you, how is the baby? No one asks about how you're doing.
How you're doing
as a mom.
Oh, that took me back to what Esther was saying about the caregivers. Nobody else.
You're the child's primary caregiver.
I'm still nursing my wounds.
And
my CS wounds.
No one is asking you, how are you doing? How are you coping? How is your mental health?
Can I take you for a coffee?
Yeah.
Maybe just one day. Can I have your kid for one hour? You just go and relax and then come back when you are good, even for this baby. Something that people don't ask.
People don't ask at all.
Yeah. We just here letting you know that new moms are going through a lot. A lot.
You've seen, I think you've seen it on the internet when men say that the women of these days are not like our mothers. Our mothers persevered. So the question is, why is struggling in motherhood seen as weakness?
First of all, I'm not like your mother. Your mother mothered in the 90s.
Yeah. You see,
I'm now mothering in the 2020 something.
Yeah.
We are two different people. Environment is different. Everything is different. How I want to bring up my child is different.
Yeah.
The only thing, your mother was not given a space to talk, to express herself.
Exactly.
Yeah, they were not given.
In fact, a friend of mine asked me, a male friend, it's why is it that our mothers never had postpartum depression?
They had. I told you they did. Worse, but there was no. They will say that's satanic. Yeah, because they don't understand why you're going through, why you're throwing tantrums, why you don't want to see people, why it was named very bad names. Yeah, but it was there. It's only that they were not given a space where they could talk
about it. Yeah.
Yes, they were even afraid because now their fellow women would also judge them.
True.
Yeah,
the harshest.
Exactly.
Yeah. How can we support new moms without shaming their pain?
First of all, if I'm a new mom, I just want space.
Yeah.
Before coming to my place, kindly call me, and the chances are very high I'm not going to receive that call.
In fact, in the first 3 months, just leave a new mom.
Leave me alone. If I'm a new mom, please leave me alone.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah. And I think we can also create, as a society, we can also create safe spaces where women can freely talk about their experiences, especially surrounding burnout as a mother, exhaustion, being overwhelmed with motherhood responsibilities and stuff like that.
And if you can afford help, the doula, we spoke about doula the other week. If you can afford luxury, have it. You deserve it.
What's the difference between healthy optimism versus toxic positivity?
I think affirmation is healthy. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
If I see something good in you, I will let you know. I will encourage you to continue. That is not toxic positivity. That is good. What do we call it? How can we name that?
Healthy optimism.
Yes.
Versus toxic positivity. What is the
difference? Toxic positivity is just me assuming that I'm okay. No, showing you that I'm strong when I'm going through something.
When you're going through something.
Yes.
The healthy optimism is where someone optimistic is someone who believes in glass half full, is a half full kind of person, not a half empty. So you believe whatever the situation is, you believe things will work out. Then there's toxic positivity, where you're just a yes ma'am person. You're all smiling regardless of the situation. You are there smiling. You're not looking at it the other side. You are there all smiles without actually tackling whatever issue it is.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah. So you also, for healthy optimism, you also believe like there could be challenges.
There could be challenges, but you will figure out a solution.
Okay.
Which is different from now toxic positivity, is where there are challenges, but you're there. You're just there.
You're burying your head.
Yes, you're burying your head in the sand, not figuring out the challenge or whatever
it is, it's going
that you
on.
need to sort out.
Hiding my tears.
Glamorizing suffering.
Yeah.
Because you want to show people that you're doing okay.
And you're good.
Yeah, and you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other one?
I think
No, I'll go to Google just to make it easier for us. So the other one was
toxic positivity versus healthy optimism.
Healthy.
Optimism.
Okay, so that one, as according to Google, healthy optimism, also known as realistic or balanced optimism, involve a positive outlook on the life that is grounded on reality and acknowledge challenges of life.
Yeah, you have to acknowledge the challenges instead of just pretending that everything is fine all the time. I think I've seen this happening a lot on social media. Have you ever like followed someone on social media who they only talk about every single day something, a positive encouragement is going on their account? I find it
they never have challenges.
No, they don't talk about anything negative.
They are good.
They don't talk about anything negative happening anywhere. Yeah.
So to them, life is, to them they are winning every day.
They are not winning. They have buried their head in the sand.
But now to us viewers, they are actually winning, and you can actually look at your life with a lot of sympathy. Because you're not moving.
Now you're under the illusion that everything is going on well with this particular person every single day.
Yeah.
But I think with time, you can know when someone is overdoing something. You can't be positive every day. Like nothing at all. It's like those people who are constantly complaining every single day. They have something to complain about. Negative.
Okay. There is something wrong going on in their lives every day.
Every day. Like even the fact the fact that the person woke up healthy,
that's one thing already enough for you to be grateful for.
But they're not grateful. They're always complaining about this and that. Yeah, I think
what you're talking about, like be empathy. You have empathy. So that you also acknowledge that life has its ups and downs. And when you're down doesn't mean tomorrow you will not be up. Yes. But life must continue.
Life is good, but life has its challenges.
And if you're not able to face the challenges of life, then life is gonna challenge you.
Of course. Badly.
Yeah.
Can too much positivity be a form of emotional gaslighting? Yes.
Hey, make me understand.
Can too much positivity
be
a form of emotional gaslighting? Like you're not allowing people to express or to feel bad about things. You're constantly telling them the way that person was telling that mama with a newborn that
you're not even grateful, and others are praying for babies.
Are praying for babies. Why are you complaining?
Yeah,
like we're not holding space for people. We're not letting people express themselves. I think it can be a form of gaslighting.
That means I cannot have a space to vent. I cannot have a space to vent because I should be grateful. I should be grateful I'm alive. Yes, I'm very grateful I'm alive, but I'm going through this. And I thought you could help.
You could help.
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be helped by maybe cash or something.
Yeah.
But even you being with me in this moment is enough.
It's enough.
Yeah. So I think it's a form of gaslighting.
It's a form of gaslighting. It's like someone complaining perhaps about their boss, and then you tell them, heri wewe uko na kazi,
sijakataa, mimi nimekuja tu kukuambia what I'm going through.
Yes. And you should empathize.
Yes.
Okay. Is it harder for women or moms to be honest about not being okay? No, I think it's harder for men.
Yeah, because society do not expect them to be weak. In fact, if you open up, you're very weak.
You're very weak. It's not weakness, but society.
The society, that's how they see you. That's how
thinks of it as
your wife is gonna
weakness.
see you.
Yeah.
And you are crying. And in fact, that's how you can be. I think it's romantic.
Yeah.
A man crying
Why?
in your arms.
No, not your mother bang.
Let it out. In front of it, like being vulnerable.
Being vulnerable.
Yeah, really.
But someone said,
Yeah.
men, they cry for the wrong reasons. To manipulate you.
How?
Hmm?
How?
Like, you've caught him cheating. And then he's crying, asking for forgiveness.
And then you see, my people, you don't just wake up and shit. How many times do you have to mention this?
Yeah.
You don't wake up and unless it was rape, that we understand. We totally do. But this is something you've planned.
Yeah.
You think about it. You've thought about it for
You understand
quite some time.
what
You
the consequences could be.
You've been weighing your choices.
Yeah.
Clearly. So the moment you are coming back to say shetani alikudanganya
And crying. You know that is emotional
so
manipulation.
ndo nione kama unanipenda.
Exactly.
Haunipendi.
Yeah. So men should learn to cry for the right reasons.
Is that the only thing they cry about?
Yeah, well,
What else? No, a good thing. Think about what they do cry about.
just they cry about. I think that's the only thing they cry about. Yeah. What else do they cry about? When they're going through something.
When you accuse them wrongly.
When you accuse them. How do you know that you're accusing them wrongly?
When you start crying as a man, I know. Dapa? No man.
You know what?
Because they are ego. No, not when you accuse them wrongly, they won't cry.
They won't cry.
Yes. They cry to manipulate you.
Exactly, that's it.
They cry to manipulate you. So akianza kulia ujue tu huyu jamaa alifanya ile mambo.
Yeah, but men should please cry for the right reasons. Yeah.
Like
the right reasons, like you're going through something and perhaps you're being vulnerable and talking to your partner about it. Say to ukishika ukilia, ukichit pekee ndio unalia.
You're not so smart about this. I'm not in the past. Because now, the reason why you want men to cry still are not making sense. Can they just be like, I'm going through this and I'm feeling emotional? Kwani wao ni mawe? They never get emotional.
Asi ndo nasema, like, be emotional.
Be emotional, yeah.
In those moments, it's okay.
Lakini pia your tears ikiwa nje sana ndio raman. Yes, thank you. No.
Kitu kidogo.
Machozi unalia nini? Surely.
How does African culture respond to emotional openness?
Yeah, that's weakness.
It's termed as weakness.
Yeah, it's weakness. For women, it's manipulative.
Yeah.
Unalia nini?
Unalia nini? Yeah.
But even us, sometimes I think we are very toxic positive. Because now when somebody cries and then we say, you should pick up your pieces and move on. As if it's just like wear a snap.
Yeah.
Pick up your pieces and move on. And I need time to think.
So you're going through it.
Yeah, I'm going through it. Just allow me go through it. And then now when I'm done going through it, and then now we can pick it up. Yeah.
Does religion teach resilience or silence? That's a tough one.
I think resilience.
It teaches religion teaches resilience
because now they tell you. I think you can argue it either way. But normally they believe like pray until something happens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hang on there.
Have faith. Yeah. I think it could go.
It's either way. Because you also don't want. But see, people cry.
People cry, but also they encourage you not to complain. There's a I'm sorry for saying this. There's a verse in the Bible that says that I've had the verse read at funerals, and people are told not to cry like people who do not have hope. At a funeral, you've just lost your
mom. But now when you are crying, you are sinning.
Yes. That's a tough one.
That's very tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys? What do you tell us in the comments? What do you guys
Do
think?
church allow you, teach you resilience, or teach you to keep quiet?
To keep quiet
all the time
about your issues all the time.
But you see, the church is big on hope. So by the time they believe, like, just be hopeful, just keep on praying, don't give up. I think I've heard a lot of that in church.
I believe religion is a very tricky topic. I normally don't want to talk about matters religion or politics, but most of the time you're told it shall be well. That is what religion teaches us. It shall be well, or take it all to the Lord. So that is where now religion comes in. It's a tricky topic. It's a messy topic. So I don't want to delve so much into it. But most of the time you're told it shall be well. But then it shall be well. What is the solution? When you tell me it shall be well, what is the solution? I am a solution kind of person. Tell me this is how we are going to work this thing out. Don't tell me it shall be well. It is okay to tell me it shall be well. I know it shall be well. But how can I solve this? I've come with this problem, this issue. How am I going to solve this?
But when they say you keep the hope alive, is that resilience or?
Keep the hope alive is okay, because you need hope, you need faith. Normally we say faith like a potato farmer. When you farm potatoes, you farm them, and then potatoes are tubers.
Yeah.
So all through the season you won't know whether your potatoes will grow nicely or they won't grow. Okay. So you normally say you should have faith like a potato farmer. So even you need to have hope and you need to have faith, but at the end of the day you need to have a solution.
You're being ungrateful. Is this a cultural way of shutting down real
That's
emotion?
gaslighting.
Yes,
we've talked about that. That's gaslighting. Let people be. Stop telling people, stop reminding people they are grateful. Actually, by the time I'm coming to open up, I'm already grateful. It's only that I'm going through this. Just let me be. Just, if you can't with me, if you think that's being childish, being, and whatever you think, I think just tell me I'm not in a position to actually support you emotionally today. But don't remind me I'm ungrateful. I am.
Yeah, we should not tell people that they're ungrateful. What do you mean I'm ungrateful? I'm going through hell. Leave me alone. So you're allowed to not be okay. You don't owe anyone a smile. And you don't owe anyone an explanation as to why you're crying.
You're going through whatever you're going through until you feel like you're in a safe space to open up. But don't just bury your head in the sand. Depression is real. Look for help, look for therapy. Nowadays we have so many even churches are offering it for free. Yes. Please don't underrate therapy. Therapy. Very important. And crying does not cancel your strength. You're still strong, even if you're in the pits or going through something or emotionally in a bad place. You're still strong. Crying does not make you weak. Sana wanaume, stop crying only when you've been caught cheating. That's wrong. First of all, when we catch you don't have time to cry. You don't. We can't allow you to cry.
The only thing that is not okay is faking okayness all the time. You're allowed to feel things because you're human.
This is how it looks. The other side, nicely browned. So this one, do not listen to your ancestors. If you use the ingredients as measured, then it will come out nicely. This one, you don't tweak it. You can only tweak the sugar because of the taste. So this is how it looks. Very nice. You can have this with some tea or just as a snack. Let's cut into our, is it cake or bread?
Moment of truth.
Moment of truth.
Take all the pairs,
There you go.
That's nice.
So good.
So it should be nicely cooked in the inside like this.
Good.
See, it's still spongy, moist and spongy. It's not dry. Yeah. Moment of truth. It's very nice. I think it's very nice. It's very tasty. It's balanced. So if you want to adjust your sugar, you can adjust it. But if you don't like too much sugar, use the exact measurements. Yes, that I've given.
Okay.
So it's been a pleasure having you guys with us. Until next time, bye bye. Remember to subscribe to our channels, all our social media channels, YouTube, Simanse, TikTok, and Instagram. Thank you.